अब माननीय सदस्य रचित मिश्रा से अनुरोध है अपने विचारों को प्रस्तुत करने का कष्ट करें।
In the words of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, I quote, "The women empowerment is a prerequisite for a good nation." Honorable Speaker, Madam, honorable dignitaries and the true architect of the India, especially the Shakti. This is Rachit Mishra from the state of Madhya Pradesh. And today I rise before you in this house addressing women in governance, leadership and decision making. We all talk about Chhatrapati Maharaj Shivaji, the man of governance. But it was the teaching of Raj Mata Jijaji Bai that laid the foundation in Shivaji and the resolve to establish the Swaraj. And it is a timeless truth that when woman touches the nation building, she decides the nation's destiny. And we are all familiar with the numerous leadership role that women plays. From Sarojini Naidu in politics to that of Dr. Ritu Karidhal leading the Mars orbital mission, the Mangalyaan. And when it comes to governance, the IAS collector from Maharashtra, Bhagrashri Dhule, transform the policy into the action, training 10,500 girls in self-defense. And many researchers have shown that when women comes to the center of decision making, the policy become inclusive, the governance become effective, and the growth and social change become sustainable. But if we flip the page, the condition of India is not that much encouraging. Let me take you to the Supreme Court. Out of 37 judges, only 2 women judges. When we go to the High Court, 14.8% representation of women judges in High Court. And we can't even talk about the Parliament. And taking to the state legislature, out of 4,100 MLAs, only 400 women MLAs, compiling for 9%. So there are some barriers. Those are institutional and social barriers. So it's the need to tackle these barriers. So the first thing is setting the governance labs in colleges, institutions and universities where students can sit, not only women, but also men, where they can view and review the government policies. Capacity building programs for the political leaders and mentorship initiatives must be regained, where they can discuss and encourage the women leaders. And the most important third, the socio-cognitive and the psychological barrier must be addressed that hinders the women participation in parliament. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Satyameva Jayate.
Now